told your friend you're not okay.
Imagine a moment when the internet suddenly stops breathing, not because of a scandal, not because of a comeback teaser, but because a luxury brand suddenly drops a short video of Kim Taehyung, without warning. And today, K-pop news is ready to take you deeper into Snowpeak's biggest surprise, which took the internet by storm in a matter of minutes. It all started with a single post that appeared out of thin air. There was no release schedule, no countdown, no big announcement. It was as if Snowpeak knew exactly that if there was one thing that could make millions of people spontaneously stop whatever they were doing, it would be the sudden appearance of a Kim Taehyung visual without warning. And sure enough, within seconds, the video sparked a global wave of reactions. In the video, Taehyung exudes an aura that's hard to describe. He's not just handsome, that's obvious. But Snowpeak's visuals feel like a combination of natural aesthetics, the elegance of an A-list film, and the charm of a global icon who knows exactly how to captivate the camera. His face was captured in warm lighting that felt so soft, so natural, as if the light was designed to enhance every curve of his face. His skin looked satin-soft, reflecting a warm tone that left many viewers speechless, unable to believe the image was unfiltered. One of the most talked about aspects was Taehyung's gaze. His gaze was uncontrived, not overdone, but radiated a deep, calm warmth. There was something about the way he looked at the camera, slow, gentle, yet powerful, that made the viewer feel as if they were being stared at personally. Many armies described it as a close-up scene from a high-quality romantic film, minimalist, natural, and filled with an indescribable allure. The outfit he wore was also a major highlight. Snowpeak opted for a very simple style, but it was precisely that simplicity that showcased Taehyung's elegance without the need for flashy accessories. The textures, cuts, and colors seemed to blend together, creating a soft yet powerful aura that only Taehyung possesses. He looked like an international editorial model leading a legendary fashion house, even though the video was only a few seconds long. The fans' reaction? An immediate explosion. Within minutes, Snowpeak's comment section turned into a sea of admiration from all over the world. Some said they needed a warning before watching the video, others admitted to immediately fainting emotionally, and others joked that Snowpeak should have a mental recovery button after watching. Many considered Taehyung's visuals to be beyond human comprehension, and honestly, it's hard to deny that. Not only fans, but fashion influencers, professional photographers, and even non-K-pop accounts also chimed in. They noted that Taehyung's face has a unique structure that makes the camera automatically fall in love. From any angle, left, right, front, the results are always perfect. One visual analyst even said that Taehyung is one of those public figures who can make minimalist productions look like expensive works of art. Small details that ordinary people might overlook also became a topic of intense discussion among armies. For example, the movement of his hands when holding Snowpeak's outfit. This simple gesture successfully made the video seem intimate, as if there was a direct connection between Taehyung and the viewer. A fleeting smile also went viral, a smile that wasn't wide, just a slight lift at the corners of his lips, but enough to fill TikTok with slow motion and zoom-in edits from various accounts. Many say the video showcases the combination of Taehyung's two sides, the nostalgia of his innocent and gentle debut era, along with the visual maturity of his current artistic phase. This combination creates an aura that many call universal visuals, a type of handsomeness that transcends national standards, cultures, and trends. Even those who aren't armies acknowledge that Taehyung has a global appeal that's hard to compare. From a brand perspective, Snowpeak clearly knows what they're doing. They didn't add loud music, over-the-top effects, or dramatic narration. They simply provided a simple, one-sentence caption, then let Taehyung speak through the visual. And it proved to be a good move. The post quickly garnered tens of thousands of comments, hundreds of thousands of likes, and was trending across various platforms. Marketing analysts call this moment a perfect example of the Taehyung effect, a phenomenon where Taehyung's presence in a campaign automatically increases the brand's exposure, sales, and traffic. However, the impact of Snowpeak's video didn't stop with the fans' spontaneous reactions. The more people watched it, the more discussion it sparked in the global community. What started as a simple post quickly turned into a major conversation about how Taehyung had successfully set a new standard in visual marketing. Many analysts noted that Snowpeak had demonstrated an ideal example of how a luxury brand could leverage an iconic face without resorting to overproduction. Interestingly, as the video went viral, fan-edited close-ups began to emerge, showcasing the details of Taehyung's face in high resolution. From his skin texture and his eye lines to the subtle details under the warm lighting, everything looked incredibly natural. Some digital aesthetics experts even commented on this phenomenon, stating that Taehyung has incredibly harmonious facial proportions, making him look perfect from every angle without the need for excessive retouching. This is why a simple video like Snow Peaks can appear like a premium fashion advertisement with global quality. This kind of reaction is nothing new in Taehyung's world. He has often been the reason for a brand's sudden rise in popularity. But this time, things were different. Snow Peaks successfully combines their brand's signature minimalism with Taehyung's powerful aura, creating a visual impression that's not only pleasing to the eye but also provides a sense of intimacy, as if we're seeing someone up close. Not many brands dare to take such a simple approach, and not many figures can pull it off. Taehyung is the exception. Shortly after Snow Peaks' post went viral, ARMY began to spot small signs that made them even more excited. For example, the way Taehyung holds the fabric of his outfit so delicately, a subtle movement considered his signature. The way he tilts his chin slightly toward the light creates a soft shadow effect that adds dimension to the visuals. While seemingly simple at first glance, these small details have fans discussing the video as if they were analyzing a museum piece. What's more, discussion about the video has even spread to the international fashion community. Several fashion directors have described Taehyung as having a calming yet luxurious visual style, a very rare combination. Not many public figures can create a premium atmosphere without resorting to flashy accessories or over-the-top concepts. And Snow Peak, in its simple way, perfectly highlighted that quality. Even more surprising, several journalists from prominent media outlets connected this video to Snow Peak's previous content release pattern. They noticed that the brand consistently released Taehyung content at unpredictable timing, making each post feel like a surprise gift. This strategy indirectly built global expectations. Every time Snow Peak appeared on people's timelines, people immediately checked to see if it had anything to do with Taehyung. A brand that could create such an effect was clearly on a different level. Furthermore, this viral effect reinvigorated the term Taehyung effect. Many digital analysts are once again discussing how a single, simple post could drive significant increases in various engagement metrics. Not just likes and comments, but also searches related to Snow Peak on Google, an increase in followers on social media, and even lengthy discussions on forums like Reddit and Weibo. This phenomenon illustrates that Taehyung's presence not only had a visual impact, but also a tangible economic impact. And if Snow Peak had planned this all on purpose, they had succeeded perfectly. With just one video less than a minute long, they've stirred global conversation, sparked a new visual trend, increased brand exposure, and proven once again that partnering with Kim Taehyung is the best decision any brand in the industry could make. Ultimately, this Snow Peak video isn't just about Taehyung's visuals. It's about how an artist can transform a minimalist aesthetic into an emotional experience, how his presence can shape a brand's identity, and how every time his name comes up, the world automatically stops for a moment. And what's even more interesting? Many fans believe Snow Peak isn't finished yet. They believe there's more content to come, perhaps another teaser, perhaps a new photo shoot, or perhaps a major campaign being secretly prepared. Because if Snow Peak already started with such a big surprise, what they have in store for them next will likely be even more groundbreaking.